ISO 20022 deadline, November 22nd, 2025. We have an update for you. Welcome back to Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Please tap that like and subscribe down below. Please do not forget to tap the bell notification so that you can be alerted every time we put out a new video. Guys, don't forget to tap our Caleb and Brown link down below as well, your one-stop shop for your cryptocurrency brokerage needs. We also have launched our Patreon. For $5 a month, the cost of a cup of coffee, you can see our antics in there. Please check out all the goodies you're going to find in our Patreon, and our link is down below. Banks have just weeks left to finish their biggest language upgrade in decades, ISO 20022. And yes, XRP stands to benefit when the banks get fluent. So what is ISO 20022? It's a new universal messaging standard for banks for payments data. It basically tells the banks how to structure the who, what, when, where, why, how, everything about the money transfer. So the goal is clean, rich data instead of the old, simple SWIFT codes we've been using since the 70s and 80s. The big date is November 22nd, 2025, coming right up here. After that date, the old M2 messages stop for cross-border payments. The new MX or XML messaging format takes over fully, the MX format. It's XML messaging. SWIFT calls this the end of the coexistence. No more old files, no more patchwork. Now, what banks must do to be ready is no small task. Most of them have completed it. Here's the checklist they're working through right now to be ready. First, core system upgrades. Banks have to rewrite their payment engines so they can handle new data fields like ultimate debtor, purpose code, and structured remittance, for example. These fields aren't just text, they're data maps that feed AML and KYC engines. Second, interface updates. Every bank gateway and SWIFT connector has to push and pull the new XML-based messages instead of the old block format. This means new API layers, new data parsers, and new testing cycles. Number 3, data validation. Banks must validate that the data inside each message follows what SWIFT requires. If a field is blank or misformatted, the payment will be rejected automatically. So there's a race to build automated checks and data quality tools here. Number 4, staff training. Payments teams and operations hubs need to learn how to read the new MX messages. Every field has a specific tag and meaning, so humans still have to interpret when automation fails. Banks are running workshops right now to teach their teams how to handle ISO data and fix failures in real time, whether you believe that or not. That's been happening. 5th, regulatory testing. Central banks and regional clearing systems require compliance tests. So banks must send test messages through SWIFT's CBPR plus environment to prove they can parse and respond correctly with the system. Any fail, and they have to recertify before the deadline. Number 6, migration support. From now to November 22nd, banks run dual flow. They send and receive both old and new formats to ensure every counterparty is ready. On November 22nd, they flipped the switch fully to ISO 20022. No more coexistence. So where are we now? The Fed has already completed the Fedwire ISO migration in mid-2025. Europe's Target 2 and CHAPS in the UK are live on ISO messaging. SWIFT reports over 70% of major global banks are actively exchanging MX messages in tests or live modes now. And late banks are scrambling to upgrade by October. Risks ahead: banks that aren't fully ready may see message failures or suspended flows after November 22nd. Even one broken counterparty can cause a chain reaction in payments. And that's why regulators like the ECB and Fed are monitoring bank readiness daily. XRP connection, the XRPL already moves value faster than any bank wire. When banks finally speak a common data language, Ripple can plug in directly without converting messages on the fly. Think of ISO 20022 as banks upgrading to full sentence communication and Ripple being the real-time translator waiting at the gate. The result: cleaner onboarding, faster settlement, and better compliance for ODL or on-demand liquidity and RLUSD. The bottom line, ISO 20022 is not a new currency, of course. It's a grammar for global money. And on November 22nd, the world's payment system finally speaks one language. Banks get cleaner data, regulators get better visibility. Always, XRP stands ready to run on that new, clear global road. Get ready, guys. Here it comes. Thanks for joining us in this episode of Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Please don't forget to tap that like, subscribe, and that bell notification down below so you can be alerted every time we put out a new video. And our Caleb and Brown link is there for you down below so you can see what's going on with your next cryptocurrency cash out and why you might want to think about using a brokerage like Caleb and Brown. And we also have launched our Patreon for a meager $5 a month, less than a cup of coffee that you spend each day. Please check the goodies out in there. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy, with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. We'll catch you next time. See you. Oh, I see what you mean. It's the sleeves that look wet. Are you okay? I think it plays off as a shadow.